That was my first time seeing a Quentin Tarantino movie in the movie theaters, and I was not disappointed. First and foremost, the acting was top-notch. I only saw this movie because of Leonardo DiCaprio. He brought it. Check another movie off the list. The guy is just a phenomenal actor, and that's why he's one of my favorite. He kills it in every movie, and he kills it in this one. That being said, Brad Pitt never really cared much for Brad Pitt. This movie, I thought he did a great job as well. I thought the acting from everyone, Al Pacino, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, everyone was fantastic. The dialogue, the chemistry between Pitt and Dicaprio, it was great. To go along with the whole Brad Pitt thing, he kind of had like this Matthew McConaughey vibe in this movie. You know, he had like this little twang, this little flair. You know, Matthew McConaughey, all right, all right, all right. And he kind of, I don't know, he kind of brought like I feel like his own little flair to this movie. The movie really only takes place within 2 days of each other, and then later on it goes like 6 months in the future. And again, the movie's really only 2 days, and it's really, you know, hence the title, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's just kind of like what's going on with these 3 people in these 2 days. It just kind of shows their lives and of being an actor, an actress, and a stunt double who's Cliff Booth, Brad Pitt's character. It just kind of shows you, you know, a day in the life of an actor in the 60s almost. The movie was just so well shot, so beautifully shot. I mean, there's so many scenes of just Brad Pitt just driving around in his car, and it was just so well done. I was like, I can watch this all day. I really could. They really nailed the 60s Hollywood. I mean, with everything, the visuals, the cars, the way they dressed, the way they were acting, just every little detail. I felt like I was in the 60s once this movie started until the end. They did a fantastic job with that. There's a scene in this movie with Bruce Lee, and you've probably seen it in the trailer, so you know that he's in this movie. The guy who's portraying Bruce Lee, again, fantastic job. You know, he had the voice down pat. It was a fun scene to watch, and you're gonna see why when you check this movie out. It's a fantastic scene, and it really shows you how much of a badass that Cliff Booth, Brad Pitt's character, is in this movie. After watching this movie, I've never wanted to beat up hippies so bad. And again, you'll see when you check this movie out, the damn hippies, man, they were pissing me off. And then, you know, I was like, oh, okay. I kind of got some satisfaction with this movie. Again, I'm not going to spoil it. You have to check it out. But, oh, and to go along with that, again, I'm not saying anything, but the last 20 minutes, a lot of people have been saying the last 20 minutes are worth it in this movie. And they're like, it's like the big payoff, you know? It's like the cherry on top, the ice cream, the dessert. And it was, but for me, the whole movie was great. And then the ending just topped it that much. And that's what, you know, that's the taste it leaves in your mouth, which is fantastic. The ending is really, really well done. Again, I feel like this movie has like a mixture of everything. You know, great dialogue, great acting. There's a little bit of gore, great music. The score. I mean, for the 60s, the score was perfect. I can't say enough positive things about this movie. It was fan-freaking-tastic. Sharon Tate, played by Margot Robbie, she really shouldn't have been in this movie. I understand why people are saying that, although I see why they put her in it. You know, that she's in it for a reason, and you should definitely figure that out by the end. But yeah, it was kind of a waste to have her in the movie, for a certain extent. But yeah, as far as her character being in the movie, she really shouldn't have been. But it made sense at the end, and you understand why. The movie was quite long. I mean, 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's a long movie. I mean, we're almost, you know, what was it, Avengers Endgame, 3 hours. So yeah, long movie, but it didn't feel like it. And like you're watching it, and I'm like, man, like this movie's just cruising along. It's just like I said, the beautiful shots and the dialogue and just these people having conversations, and you're just like, you're in, man, like you're in it. So yeah, it was 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it definitely did not feel like it was 2 hours and 40 minutes. To go along with the 60s vibe and everything, I felt like everyone was smoking cigarettes the whole damn movie, except Sharon Tate. But everyone, like, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, they always have a cigarette in, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm getting cancer just from watching this. But again, it just goes along with that '60s vibe, how everyone was always smoking and everything. Um, and also to go along with this movie, the comedy that was in it, this movie has a little bit of everything, and like I said, the gore and the acting and and the story, and it even had comedy. I mean, it had some scenes where I was like cracking up. There's one scene where Dicaprio is going in his trailer after filming a scene, and it's hysterical. He's losing his shit because he thinks he can't act anymore, and it's really funny in my eyes. But with that being said, you should definitely check this movie out. I mean, one of the best movies I've seen so far of 2019. Never been a big Tarantino fan, but I really enjoyed this movie. Let me know if you've seen the movie in the comments below. Let me know if you liked it or you're looking forward to it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and thank you.